I'm in Roses Creek State Forest. You can see here on the map, this is a 128-2 trail, and I'm right where that blue spot is, just above log dump 1. You can see all the brown areas mapped old growth, and I'm pretty much near the top of this hill, about 5 meters below the top of the hill. And today I'm just going to look at this fire break which has been pushed up this hill, and I'll be looking at the erosion that's happened since they put it in. The soil structure up here is called the Nambucca beds. It's very sort of erodible soil. It's these shaly mudstone, and the soil mapping has been done up here. It's highly erodible surface soil and subsoil. So I'll just do a walk down this fire break and we'll look at some of the erosion. So this is a first miter drain that's failed. And you can just see that it's just coming over the top here and washing down. You can see that's about 200 deep or something. And this is the sort of nature of the soil, so you can see it's very erodible. Just coming down the hill, you can see there's a number of small erosion gullies starting, and there's a huge amount of disturbance. This is a second miter drain. It's partially working, but you can see it's failed here, and it's also failed partially here. The water's, some of it's going to the side, some of it's coming down here. So we'll keep going down. I've got this massive disturbed area here, and you can see there's some erosion gullies in that as well. That's coming out and joining the main track just here. It's probably about over 300 millimeters deep there, and about the same width. Coming down, and the erosion's starting to get more significant now. You can see there's nothing left here but large rocks. Everything else has been mobilised and washed down. I've got some tapes out here. This is a 30-metre tape, and it's out the whole way. So this is a third partially failed miter drain. You can see at the top here, there's 2 large channels going over. There's a third channel here, and some water is going off the side the way it's meant to, but not all of it. So the erosion's becoming more significant here. And we've still got this massive disturbed area to the side. So that's the end of the 30-metre tape. Now I'm moving to a 50-metre tape. You can see it's all the way out. This is the next miter drain here. We've got some streams coming down from the disturbed area on the side. There's one back there, this one here, which is a bit more significant. And then a third one there. And some water is going off to the side, but it's probably less than a third of the water. So down at this end we're starting to see some more serious erosion. See here it's about 400 wide and over 600 millimeters deep. Over here again 500 wide, over 300 deep. And there's this third channel over here just coming down, it's quite large as well. So I'll keep following this main deep channel down, and at this stage there's nowhere for it to go then straight down the road. You can see it's been washing pretty fast down here, and it's moved a lot of stuff. Okay, so here's the end of my 50-meter tape. That's what I've walked down. The tape runs about 2/3 of what I've walked. So the tape is 80 meters, so it's approximately 100 meters this hill. And this is the last miter drain, and this miter drain is working. So we've got the flow from the 3 or 4 miter drains above coming down. It's hitting this and running down underneath this big log. So if I jump over the log, you can see it, it's coming out here, and you can start to see this pile I'm standing on. I'll get the tape down here and do a measurement for the next video, but it runs right down into the bush. So this is what's washed out of that hill, and it's the coarse stuff. The fine stuff would have kept going. The hill goes down straight into a gully, and it becomes very steep very quickly. If I was to walk down another 100 meters, it would probably be a 30-degree slope, and it drops directly down into the creek which runs into the Kalang River. I'm just below the log here at the bottom of the big erosion ditch. You can see 128.2. I'm at that blue spot just next to dump 1. So I've got my tape out, and most of the water's coming under this log here. and the water is washing this big pile of gravel. So just got a few measurements here, looking at it just about 2 meters below the log. Dug a hole down. It's over 100 millimeters deep here, 130 millimeters maybe. So here I'm 5 meters below the log, and I've got a tape stretched across from there. You can see the debris is right out here and runs across. There's quite a lot of debris down here still, and I'm at 6.5 meters there. So I'll go back up and follow this tape down. So the tape, you can see it's quite wide here still. Dug another little hole there. The debris and gravel's still about 100 millimeters thick down here. So I'll go back over and follow the tape down. Still 3 meters wide at least here. And the tape keeps going. Keeps going. There's still quite a substantial amount of gravel. Keeps going. You can see it's starting to follow that channel. Still going. So I've got 27 meters on the tape there. You can see there's debris still there. There's a fair bit here still. And it actually goes for a few more meters down. And below here it gets down, drops, starts to get very steep. And it drops straight down into a creek which will run into the Kalang River. So all the fine stuff from this is going straight in the river. The coarse stuff obviously has stayed up here. And to wash all this down, since the fire break was put in, we've had up here over 600 millimeters of rain, probably closer to a meter. To be honest, we've had 3 flood events and a number of fairly wet periods as well. So there has been a lot of rain to wash all this down, but it's caused a lot of pollution as well. Okay, thank you.